News today is the body found yesterday in Tenerife is officially confirmed as Jay Slater. So unfortunately they have found his body. This is in the Canary Weekly, so this is coming direct from Tenerife. The dead body found yesterday in the Masca ravine is that of Jay Slater, the British teenager who's been missing in Tenerife since June the 17th. According to a spokesperson from the High Court of Justice of the Canary Islands. So I'm going to read the statement out from today, and it goes, "We have a positive identification and more data. Fingerprint tests show that the body is that of Jay Slater and that the death was caused by trauma consistent with a fall in a rocky ravine. We have also said that the full autopsy results will be delayed due to the state of decomposition of the body, on which his identification documents were also found." So they're saying that they found his ID with him, but then the mum said she had his passport, so it can't be that. I'm a little bit confused by this, and I'll just say this, that they said yesterday that they found his lifeless body. Then they changed it to remains. Now they're saying they got fingerprints, but his body is decomposed too much to identify him. It's really confusing. And there's mixed signals coming out from the Spanish police. Now, at this time, obviously our thoughts are with the family. They've lost someone. I know a lot of people said he deserved when he was missing, that he was a criminal and all this stuff. No one deserves that. But I do think that this doesn't add up. I really do. But I'll go on anyway. We'll read this out and then I'll give you my thoughts on my next video. The tragic conclusion to Slater's disappearance came yesterday when his body was located by the mountain rescue team, the GREAM of the Guardia Civil. The body was found near the last known signal from his mobile phone deep in a ravine in the challenging terrain of Masca Valley. The GREAM undertook a strenuous operation to recover the body from the site. The body was found by specialist mountain teams on the 29th day of searching. It was missing on a night out, as we know, in Las Americas. The area where his body was found was not far from where his mobile phone gave his last location before running out of battery, but not at road level. Instead, several hundred meters down in a deep ravine under dense undergrowth. Excuse me. The police search, led by the Guardia Civil, meticulously searched the area at road and trail level in Masca and Tenno Rural Park for 2 weeks, assisted by sniffer dogs, drones and helicopters. They then requested the assistance of volunteers with mountain rescue experience of the terrain before seemingly calling off the search. Now, this is where this gets really interesting. In actual fact, listen to this, they're saying this is why they called off the search. It was to allow them to continue in peace. You couldn't make this up. Continue in peace in the valleys as the terrain is demanding and dangerous. So they didn't want members of the public following them. And progress on foot in these areas is slow in local temperatures exceeding 40 degrees. I can't believe what I'm actually reading here. So they're saying that they fake called off the search, that they never really called it off. They fake called off the search, but they continued in secret. This, honestly, it stinks to me that the police here, they know more, they know the body was put there, or they look really inept for calling it off and then it's found there anyway, right? So they're trying to say, oh, well, we never really stopped. We were still doing it in secret. Like, what? It goes on. This search in secrecy is what has led to the discovery of a body. So it was their little tactic of secret searching that found the bodies, what they're saying, with Jay's clothes and possessions yesterday morning. After the discovery, the Guardia Civil guarded the corpse until they had judicial authority to remove it, and a helicopter crew airlifted it from the ravine to be taken for official identification and an autopsy to confirm the cause of death. So we've got some footage from the Civil Guard they posted yesterday. So we're going to have a quick look at that now. So I don't know what to make of this, okay? I'm going to mull it over in the next day or so and then make another video on my thoughts, because a lot of this doesn't add up. And if Jay had simply fallen, which is what they're now gone back to saying, why drag everything up about his past? And this was what the police were doing as well, that Mark William Thomas went out there and said that it was the fact that criminal gangs were involved. Why drag up that Quasi guy? And why talk about this mystery yacht? I feel like whoever is involved in that yacht, either whether they were involved in Jay's disappearance or not, wanted to take the heat off them. They wanted them to stop. They wanted investigators to stop looking into that yacht, because the police on Tenerife, the Civil Guard, and their local police are different to the Spanish police. Now, I've had whistleblowers coming forward to me, and these are genuinely, you know, people that I know who have had experience of the police on Tenerife and said that they are extremely corrupt. The Spanish police don't realise what's going on there, and they don't want the Spanish police or the British police sniffing around their island. Something doesn't feel right about this, and I hope to God that the family get justice for Jay. His friends, so-called friends who left him, are straight on social media yesterday talking about their heartbreak, when if you were that heartbroken, you wouldn't be all over social media, clearly for attention. But that's confirmation that the body is Jay, and his belongings were found, they said, next to him, and then they said it was a lifeless body. So why were his clothes next to him if he was a lifeless body? And if he was a lifeless body, why were they saying he was too decomposed to do an autopsy? Something doesn't add up. Anyway, that's all for now, and then I'll bring you another video when I know more. Thank you. Bye-bye.